this internet phone. Internet phone, it's basically everybody needs it, whether you're running your life or your business. So my question to you is, what happens to your business if your internet goes down? Do you have a backup? Why I say that, because WOW offers a variety of speeds from 30 meg for a POS system all the way up to a gig, which is now 159. They've extended a lot of their offers as far as month-to-month contract, along with our the commercial, the local advantage, which I'm going to have you play, Steve, if you don't mind. With that commercial, anybody who signs with us, this will air 1,000 times in 12 weeks on your local channels. So a lot of businesses took a hit during COVID. Even if they didn't take a hit, exposure is everything. And for somebody to come out and do this commercial would obviously cost thousands. So this is one I did, 6 a.m. Barber Lounge.
Ready?
Yep.
Business may not be as usual, but WOW Business is proud
Is there
to
any
help our
volume
local
playing, guys?
businesses find new ways to get it done. 6 a.m. Barber Lounge aims to enhance your everyday lifestyle through various methods. We've created a peaceful environment catering to adults and children who seek haircuts, facials, and hair coloring. WOW Business, here to help take business to new places. Learn more at wowforbusiness.com.
So yeah, that's just a little commercial that, they've offered to help businesses out, to try to keep businesses from closing down, whether you're in need or not. That's just something really cool that it doesn't cost anything to do. Okay, let's see if I can share my screen with hosted VoIP phones here. I will show you. Here is the new cordless phone. I'll share this one first. This is our cordless phone that came out a little bit, basically the beginning of the year, which will allow you to do everything possible that your phone does at your business or home, but you can take it around with you, which a lot of people were really, really loving this phone. And Mr. Chris Merrick is getting ready to have a couple of these in his shop, and I greatly appreciate that business. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the phones. So what is hosted VoIP? Hosted VoIP is the new cloud-based phones that will be into the future. Basically, this is where everything's going. A lot of people have a lot of your pictures, a lot of your stuff stored. It's in the cloud now. Let me see if I can get this for you. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the other phones and then what comes along with it. So sorry, guys. Okay. So we can service a business from one phone to a business with 100 phones. For small businesses, you can have an auto attendant that picks up calls, also gets rid of the robocalls and stuff like that. Even if you have to put somebody on hold, you can play music so somebody's not bored if that's the case. And with that phone system, let me scroll down here a little bit. It's just every single phone's fully featured. You can basically do anything and everything. There's a portal on that phone where you can change voicemails. If a worker leaves your business, you can put a new worker in there. If you go to lunch at a certain time, you can have that phone transferred to anybody in the business or to a voicemail. All your voicemails can be stored in the cloud as well. Here's some of the benefits. Most people think a phone system costs a lot of money. Well, it does. If you buy one, it can be over $5,000. With WOW, you lease the phones. So I've walked into many businesses, gave them all brand new phones, and basically cheapen their bill up anywhere from $100 to $200 a month. With that, anything happens to the phones, we take care of it. You step on it, we take care of it. Holidays, we're always available. Now, some of you may have businesses that have a third-party phone company. So every time you call that third-party company, they charge you $50 to $150 an hour, maybe more, to come out. And then again, do they fix those phones for you? Is it fully insured? So let's just, I'm going to scroll through because I don't have too much time. With each of these phones, though, you get a mobility app. A lot of people since COVID are working at home. You can actually just have a professional seat, not even the phone, and get the mobility app and the desktop client where you can run your business from both of those. So you don't have to be at the office to take calls. and check emails and stuff like that. So basically, say you're at home, you download this app, which you'll have with the hosted VoIP. You turn it on, you can receive calls and then make calls. When you make those calls, it looks like you're calling from your business. And like I said, a lot of people are working with those as we speak. Let me see here. And that goes for checking your emails, desktop client, checking voicemails, saving voicemails, and just basically running your business from your home. So that is included with the hosted VoIP system. And there's a picture of the phones. There's anywhere from touchscreen, Bluetooth, and like I said, every one of these phones is fully insured. Anything happens with it, Wow takes care of it all. So it's the one-stop shop. And then, like I said, when I come to a business, I'm allowed to discount these phones, 5-year discount on a 2-year plan. So, the usual was a 3-year signing, but since COVID, they've downsized that. The only thing you can't do with these phones is go month to month. And also, in your businesses, what happens when a phone goes down? Does that cost you money? Just like Google and people are just running fast. What do? Do they Google the next business and go to them? So are you losing money if your phone goes down? And what do you have to do if your phone goes down? Do you have to go buy a new one? How long does it take that third party to get there? So on and so forth. Just trying to show you some value in these phones. So with Wow, if they have to come out, there's no service charges. And like I said, they replace everything. The other thing I wanted to talk about is we have extended the referral partner. So it's 2 times the MRC. If any of you wanted to be referral partners, you sent me to somebody, they sign up for $200, well, I'll send you a check for $400. So it's just, they get a lot of business through the referral partners, and that's how they're trying to aim at keeping everything. So like I said, I can explain more of this to anybody at any time. My average client would be anybody who has internet, phone, TV, anything in that sort. For you guys, I would like for all of you to just check your bill. Like, we're the only company where our contracts don't rise. So if you have your phone, or if you have your bill on auto payment, just keep an eye on it, because sometimes they rise after the contract, and they'll never tell you that unless you see it. So as my job, I'm more of a consultant. When I go in, I uncover that type of stuff and end up saving people a lot of money. Here at WOW, our contracts don't rise. So we're one of the only ones to do that. And that's just something that I really love. So, and also do a speed test on your guys' business to see, all these other companies are really big. They do a lot of marketing, and their nodes, they overload their nodes at 100%. So you're not always getting the speed that you probably should be. So just double check that, and anything, there could be an issue. So make sure of that. So, you can get somebody out there just to take care of your, make sure your speeds and you're getting your money's worth. So that's pretty much it for now. And like I said, any referral, anybody who has internet, send them my way, and I'd love to help them out. So thank you very much. Michael Cardwell with Wild Business.
Yeah, gets it done in 10 minutes and gives us lots of great stuff to be thinking about to help refer him. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Mike? Go ahead, Steve.
Mike, so you said anybody who uses internet, voice or phone or whatever, but do you have a territory that you work with, or can you work with anybody across the state?
Yeah, that's the one thing I did mention. So as far as, we're not in every city, we're not in Ann Arbor, we're not in Belleville, we're not in Novi, but with phone systems, it's called over the top. You can still lease our phones and use your own internet. But they're building out. They just put into, everybody's basically building out to other cities. So they are growing, but we're almost in every city except for some of the ones I had mentioned to you. Novi, Farmington Hills, Belleville, Ypsi, Howell. We're not out in Brighton. We're in South Lyon. So, and just send me an address. I can always check a serviceability for you.
I had a question. Mark, are you looking for business leads only, or are you also considering residential leads?
Good question. So I can service anybody. And here's the thing, residential is fine. The thing is, if you have business internet, the options are, if you go down, say you have WOW Business and your neighbor has WOW Residential. If you guys go down at the same time, we have two separate teams. While business is coming to you first, because we have people that trade stocks and do things online. Your business can't be down. The other thing is the contracts don't rise with Wild Business, and also you can write it off on your taxes. So yeah, you have more. It's a totally separate team. Yeah.
And that's for home-based businesses too, right? You could be a home-based.
Yes. And what that means, like, you don't have to have a tax ID or a business. I could just say Steve's home business. That's it. You don't have to have an actual LLC. So.
Love that. Who else? Anybody else? Jake.
So my question is just kind of like a casual one, like for your phone and all that good stuff. Do you guys have like head units of some kind, like something like this, Bluetooth related or Bluetooth compatible with it?
Yeah, exactly. They're one of those phones is blue. Actually, a couple of them are Bluetooth, and they're gig phones. They run up to 1,000, 1,000 download, 50 upload. So yeah, they're Bluetooth capability.
Amy.
Yeah, I was starting to type a message and I pressed enter before I finished, but when I worked in a branch bank as a manager, I can't tell you how many times I was tied up at my desk with the phone and needed to be someplace else in the building on the phone at the same time and not being able to get there. So that ability to move around in an office is amazing. And I shouldn't have to use my cell phone, my personal one, to do business. Makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, if you own the company, that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, banks are one of the biggest offenders of that.
And the other thing too is you can download that app and you can set your business phone down and take the call right off your cell phone, and they won't have your number calling out. It'll be from your business.
I see. Okay, that's neat.
And the desktop client's the same thing at home.
That's good to
I
know.
only had a little bit of time, so I just wanted to get everything in.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can send any information on all of that.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, one more time, give it up for Mike for a great presentation. Great questions too. I love it when there's great questions and engagement.